Welcome to Missing Chronicles, where we delve into the heartbreaking and enigmatic mysteries surrounding disappearances. Here, we will immerse ourselves in the world of unsolved cases, thrilling search efforts, and intricate journeys. The goal of this channel is to spread awareness, foster community connections, and provide support to the families and loved ones of the missing. Join me as we embark on a suspenseful journey, hoping to uncover the truth behind these missing chronicles. Help us sustain and grow Missing Chronicles by becoming a patron on Patreon. Your contribution ensures that we can continue our investigations, share compelling stories, and work towards a world where no one is forgotten. Join us in making a lasting impact today. Legends and Disappearances in Alaska. The Enigma of the Alaska region. The state of Alaska was acquired by the United States of America in 1867. Secretary of State William Seward was in charge of arranging the purchase of the land from Russia, and as a result, the territory was dubbed Seward's Folly. There were many critics of this transaction due to its apparent lack of resources. However, the purchase proved to be a major success for the states, not only due to its strategic position but also because of the discovery of gold in the 1890s, which encouraged a stampede of prospectors and settlers. Alaska, which is the largest state in the American Union in terms of sheer size, was officially declared the 49th state in 1959. However, the land we now call Alaska has a wealth of ancient history, with evidence of habitation dating back to between 14,000 BC and 10,000 BC. At that point in history, there existed a land bridge extending from Siberia to eastern Alaska, allowing for heavy migration of both humans and animals. Today, the Athabascans, Inuits, Yupik, and Aleuts, among other native groups, inhabit Alaska. With these native groups come many unusual accounts and folklore of the area. The Aleut people speak of a creature known as the Kalapalik. According to the Inuits, this creature resembles a woman with green skin, long hair, and very long fingernails. It is said that the Kalapalik resides in the sea and lures children closer before taking them deep into the ocean. Similarly, other native groups, such as the Yupik, speak of the Coasttocoastam, also known as the Alaska Bushmen. Tales of the Coasttocoastam have been told since humans first crossed the land bridge to Alaska thousands of years ago. The Yupik people are said to have mastered kayak construction, which gave them a huge advantage when hunting. The Coasttocoastam, on the other hand, were said to be unable to build kayaks and stole one from the Inuits. This action caused conflicts between the two factions and drove the Coasttocoastam away from the land. According to the Anchorage Daily News, since that time, many stories have emerged from the bush of hunters disappearing never to be seen again. Apparently, hunters and the Coasttocoastam no longer peacefully shared common hunting grounds. Some natives believed that the Coasttocoastam were stalking their hunters, while others believed that their actions of driving the Coasttocoastam from the land brought about a curse on their people. The natives also speak of the Isahalatka, which they describe as a large snake-like creature of unknown origin. The natives believe that they roam the Alaskan waters and claim that they are up to 15 feet long. It is said that they snatch people from their kayaks while near the waters. These are just some of the folklore and legends associated with Alaska's native peoples. It is unclear whether the native peoples actually believe these things are occurring or if they are merely tales passed down through generations. Nonetheless, they add an interesting aspect to the history of Alaska and its native inhabitants. According to Medium.com, since authorities began keeping records in 1988, 60,700 people have been reported missing in Alaska. That's 5 people per 1,000 residents reported missing every year. On a yearly basis, an average of 2,250 people disappear in Alaska, twice the national average. Some of these people are found alive and well, while the remains of others are discovered. However, many disappear without a trace. Interestingly, while researching this topic, I noticed that despite the disappearance rate being twice the national average, there seems to be little documentation in terms of Alaskan disappearances. So, in the future, I plan to delve further into this subject and provide more content specifically related to the Alaska Triangle and specific national parks. Please let me know if that's something you'd be interested in. Now, let's explore one of the disappearances that occurred in Glacier Bay National Park. Glacier Bay National Park is a protected land to the west of Juneau and can only be reached by plane or boat. The only road connects the small town of Gustavus and the airfield to the park headquarters at Bartlett Cove. The park is known for its great tidewater glaciers. The first disappearance we will discuss is that of Kevin Robert O'Keefe, a 36-year-old man who was thought to have disappeared in Glacier Bay National Park sometime in early October 1985. Kevin had planned a solo trip to the isolated park, and it's not clear if there was any specific motivation for this trip other than his love for the outdoors, hiking, and traveling. Kevin arrived in Juneau on September 20, 1985, and from there, he took a float plane to Moya Inlet, where he set up his tents and established a base camp. It is believed that during this time, Kevin was hiking around the wilderness areas as he intended. On October 8, a park ranger named David Namath, accompanied by another ranger, spotted Kevin's base camp and stopped by to say hello. However, they quickly realized that something was not right. There were no signs of Kevin, and his belongings were untouched except for a broken center pole of the tent. The rangers concluded that Kevin was probably out hiking and secured the tent with the intention of returning the following day. On October 9, they returned to the camp, but there was still no sign of Kevin, and it didn't appear that anyone had stayed there. A preliminary search of the area was conducted, but no clues were found. The Alaska State Troopers were then informed, and a land and air search were organized. However, these efforts failed to locate Kevin. On October 14, 1985, the Sitka Daily Sentinel reported that the ground search for Kevin had ended, and the rangers used dogs, airplanes, and helicopters in their search. The search was called off, and Kevin was never found. It is important to note that the rangers did not believe the broken tent pole indicated a struggle, and there was no other evidence to suggest foul play. The search dogs failed to pick up Kevin's scent, and no footprints or other clues were discovered. It remains a mystery as to what happened to Kevin, and his disappearance remains unsolved. In addition to Kevin's case, there have been other reported disappearances in Alaska, with a high number of missing persons compared to the national average. The circumstances surrounding these disappearances are often puzzling, with no clear explanations or evidence left behind. It is worth noting that Alaska's rugged terrain, harsh weather conditions, and vast wilderness areas can make search and rescue operations challenging. Additionally, the remote and isolated nature of many areas in Alaska can contribute to delays in reporting and search efforts. These disappearances, and the lack of answers surrounding them highlight the need for continued efforts to improve safety measures and search protocols in Alaska. Thank you for watching Missing Chronicles. We have explored captivating stories and searched for answers behind the vanished. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to stay updated with our latest videos. Share these videos to spread the message and assist affected families and loved ones. If you have any information related to the cases we've discussed, please leave them in the comments section. Together, we can make a difference. See you in the next Missing Chronicles.